Thank you very much, Wing. A very good afternoon to all of you. It's a pleasure having in this Digitech ASEAN Thailand webinar. So today, I will just share with you a little bit more about the Smart City platform, the benefits and challenges. I think we have seen, if you look at all the presentations, you look at all the necessary components within the IoT elements, and you see a lot of our members have been presenting about their sensors, actuators, even the applications that you have seen. But one of the main components within the IoT ecosystem is actually the middleware. The middleware is being seen as the enabler that will connect all the sensors that you have, you want to collect all the data. And by the end of the day, the data that you have collected should be made into something more meaningful. And with that, I think if we look at the implementation of Smart City, there is a lot of challenges that cities have been facing. And we know that cities are evolved in two ways. One is either they are brownfield areas where a lot of infrastructure is already in place. There are certain times when certain applications have already been deployed, but you are also seeing that there are also greenfield smart cities where a lot of cities are still very new, and it's easier to deploy smart city applications in the greenfield area because you can, in fact, plan it well. Yeah. But let me share with you why is it important. In this case, I would like to focus more about the platform themselves. If you look at the IoT platform in general, there are many benefits that we can get from this platform. One, as you know that, by collecting smaller data, you might have a simple system to collect it. But sometimes when you have a lot of data to be collected, especially within a city area, you require a platform that is easily scalable. You can't have a platform which is a small server under your table to do that anymore. Yeah. If we look at security as one of the key components, and platform like this have their own security, encryption, and also authentication features. This is where also the platform will collect all the data. This is where you can get the insights of the data. It's also important to know that in multi-environment, multi-system environment in smart cities where you have so many applications, so many systems, it's important for this platform to integrate with other platforms too, or they can exchange data. And then we also look at how this platform can collect not only data which is small, but also can be in a huge amount of data, the kind of volume that it must be like real-time data you'll be collected 24/7 and 365 days. Of course, by having enough data, you can do a lot more things in enhancing the whole infrastructure of the smart cities. Cost saving wise, you will see that instead of having multiple platforms, multiple IoT systems, you might have a single platform that can reduce a lot of costs. So rather than you have different cloud services that you need to subscribe, different servers that you need to subscribe, then you can have a single platform that can do that. And of course, we can encourage a lot more innovative applications by having a platform which is more open. Yeah, we can also have more customer engagement. They can see the data within the whole system. But most important of all, an IoT platform is where you can actually manage your devices. Simplify the onboarding of your devices onto a platform. You want to rapidly deploy that, so you need to have a platform which is fast enough for you to deploy certain systems. So what happened? Because what you are seeing just now, my members, my colleagues have been presenting different vertical applications from manufacturing, healthcare, and even agriculture. But we're also seeing that new set of applications, and we'll be talking this a lot about smart city. And smart city have a lot of application which is especially meant to enhance the quality of life of the citizens within the city, to make it more efficient for city services to support the whole city. Yeah. So that's why I think we are seeing a lot more infrastructure have been put in place in cities and also different applications to be put in place in everywhere within the city themselves. So then that's why we need an IoT platform for smart cities. We know that in smart city, there's so many platforms, but people get confused which platform is what you call the mother of all platforms. Yeah. So if you look at the challenges of having this smart city IoT platform, we see that one is where can we get the data? You know, we see the LP1, you know, the data that comes from NB-IoT, Sigfox, LoRa, and so on and so forth. But nowadays we are seeing data that comes from even 5G, you know, high-speed data, more sensitive kind of data. The infrastructure need to be put in place so that you can have enough data for you to do analytics. Security, privacy, people are, you know, worried about cyber attacks on the system, the data breaches that happen a lot when, you know, a lot of privacy data are being disclosed. One of the main challenges within a smart city, because there are so many players, so many departments or owners, agencies, they have their own system that they manage their own data. So the data ownership are quite difficult, sensitive for them to share. So that's one of the things. And sometimes different systems are too old for them to even do a data exchange. So they need to upgrade or have a way for them to have API for them to integrate with others. And of course, I think one of the biggest challenges in any smart city implementations is the funding and also investment. If you see that a lot of investment are being put in place, especially the infrastructure, even before you put the smart element on top of the whole infrastructure. That is what we are seeing now. 20% of the whole total cost most likely will only be at the smart application side, but the big chunk of the implementation will be at the infrastructure side. So if we have a smart city platform, there are three kind of benefits that we just can see that, as I mentioned to you earlier. One of that is we can improve our urban infrastructure. We can optimize the way that we build our infrastructure. We can respond quickly to the issues that we are facing. The citizens, once they make complaint, or even they don't have to complain, we are able to see everything from traffic, to air quality, to water quality. We can see that real time. So it's more urban infrastructure and better services for the users themselves. Data analytics, as we know, that is better for us to have aggregated data from different sources so that you can analyze it much better, rather than you have systems which is in silos. They have difficulty to make meaning. There's no correlation. You have different multiple systems which are not talking to each other. And of course, I think we are talking about ESG nowadays. We look at how to reduce the carbon footprint, like Mr. Pakma had mentioned earlier just now, how we can reduce any waste that we have, improve the efficiency of our energy, and we can actually make our cities more sustainable. So that's why I think it's very important for us to have this IoT platform to help you aggregate all this data together. We have seen a lot of smart city IoT platforms be implemented worldwide. For example, like Barcelona in Spain, they have the CityOS platform. The way that they collect the data for energy, air quality, traffic, and all that, then they can actually optimize and also reduce the carbon emission within the whole Barcelona. Singapore themselves have a smart nation platform, which also the same thing. They have multiple cameras now even be integrated into us, so that they can see multiple from crime, from traffic, and all that is now being integrated into a single source, so they can respond to emergencies faster than before. We look at Amsterdam Smart City platform. They have this a better way for them to actually work within the government, the business, and citizens, because with that platform, they can share their ideas, their data, and make it open for people to look into the data themselves. Portland, Oregon, they have City IQ. They have the same thing. They collect data from parking, street lights. They can optimize their traffic workflow. This is how people people help to build their own platform. So the same thing with Helsinki Urban Sense platform. They have this for even for managing or collecting data from air quality, for example. So almost all the same within this smart cities within in worldwide. They have the same intention of aggregating multiple kind of services of data into a single platform so that they can make a better decision. So how our company Favoriot offers, what we do is that we do more than just having the system to be deployed. We even start offering our platform, to learn IoT, to teach IoT, to develop your IT project, or even to deploy a real IoT solutions. So we look at the whole value chain. While you are looking at the end game of deploying the whole IoT solutions, you're also thinking of having to learn IoT. So I think it's the easiest way for them to learn IoT is through the platform themselves. Yeah. So that's how we come in place. We look at the platform itself. We have that platform that can connect multiple heterogeneous devices which have different protocols like REST, MQTT, CoAP. So these are the most common protocols, even though we can support others too. And then with that, we also have a way to manage the device so that we help the developer who subscribe to the platform. They can connect their own sensors, they can create their own applications. So either they view the data within the dashboard inside the Favoriot platform, or they can make the dashboard custom dashboard by taking the data from the REST API. So they can create their own external dashboard, having their own analytics if they want to, or they can use the analytics within the platform itself. So in this way, this platform is more open in a sense. It's a developer friendly. So we help others to create their own vertical of applications. Yeah. So we open this platform to worldwide. We have more than 120 countries around the world, 7,000 over developers that subscribe to the platform and use the platform and create their own services. That's how we do. So I think we encourage the members, the audience here, if you want to try it free, subscribe for free, and try it out to see how the platform can help you in your IoT journey. Yeah. So one of the case study that we have is that there are customers, our customers who develop the hardware portion. They want to focus only the hardware, but they want to ensure that they can test it out and offer this to others without themselves involved into the middleware development. So they want to reduce the cost of development, just focus on the hardware. So they want to use whatever tools which is already available. They want to expedite the whole deployment of their IoT products, their IoT hardware. So what happened is that we help you, they connect to our platform, help them to value add to their current IoT solutions, and then they can connect their other IoT products onto the platform. So now they have different application scenario that they can build, they expedite the whole proof of concept, yeah, and then before they offer this to their customers. Another way that we engage our customers is, a smart city. This is where the command center of a smart city, they have multiple systems, too many systems which is already in existence. They have difficulty to look at different dashboards, a different database that they can have a single database or single collection of data to have insights. So too many data already in silos, different dashboards. So what happened is that we come in and help them into making them into an integrated smart city platform. So they have a single dashboard that can make it easy for them to offer to their customers and for them to view the details of the data themselves. So that is what we have done. And this is one of the examples that we have with one of the local councils in Malaysia. In the command center now, they have a single dashboard that connects. For example, now we have connected the water quality, that they can view the water lake quality. They have a weather sensors, smart weather monitoring system, and they also have hydrology, yeah, to see whether is there any flood or not and water rising. So then later they will have a new sensors that we connect. They can use the same platform rather than they connect to another different platform to do that. So these are some of the examples of the dashboard that we have custom made for them. to ensure that they can view and offer this to the public. So the public can view this easily, but they also have detailed data which we already given them for the administrator to view. Yeah, this is only for public view, but they also have administrator view. So the way that we are doing now is that we are helping smart cities to ensure that they can innovate a lot more, because they are also creating a lot of innovative activities, initiative. They want to make sure that they have a trial system that they can allow other people to build new application, encourage innovation within their ecosystem, accelerator program, for example. They have a platform for them to even to learn how using IoT, test it before making it commercial. So once they have done that, then the smart city can in fact identify and select the right ones for them to make it official. So they can, once they make it into official, they can offer this real smart city applications, put them into a single dashboard, which is a multi-vendor environment, and then we can have a different business model with them, you know, either subscription-based, license, revenue share, or whatever models that they can have. So this smart city platform that we offer is for them to innovate more solutions, because we need more applications, and they need to have like a sandbox within their area. So I think lastly, what we are seeing also that one of the 7 practices of smart city IoT platform that we should do is that, one, we have to ensure that it's secure platform, privacy of the data, the architecture must be open enough, it is able to scale and flexible enough to connect to multiple sensors. It interpret not only within the sensors, but also within other systems. We need to get people involved in the citizen engagement, providing feedbacks, ensuring that the data can be ensured that it can have more sustainable. And finally, we do a continuous monitoring within the command center. So as a conclusion, we are seeing that there is still a need for us to have an integrated dashboard within the whole smart city to simplify the view. Privacy and security will be the concern of any smart city implementation. Standardization of the data, IoT is still an issue. If we don't have that, then we might have problems in building and connecting systems. Integration of systems, making sure that all of them are more open. And I think one of the biggest issue within the smart city themselves is the talent themselves. Sometimes they have that limited understanding of how to architect the whole smart city platform, or even to architect the whole smart city implementation. This is what we have seen and we have faced, and a lot of IT within the local councils, the municipal are still learning of how to build a smart city solutions. So I think with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for this, and you can contact me, and I think we will share you with the slides together. All right, thank you very much.